What's going on, friends? My name is M238, and welcome back to another episode of Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door for the Nintendo Switch. We're off last time. We got started with the game, and now here we are. We are about to head our way to our first major part of the game. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and wait to pull out a cycle. I probably could have actually made that, but I don't really trust my ability to do so. So we're just going to go ahead and just jump across, wait for these platforms, and then as soon as we head inside this pipe, alright, here we are. First major area, which is, well, the path to, it's Petal Meadows. Whoa! What was that? I've never seen anything that humongous before. It looked kind of scary, too. It definitely flew into that castle back there, right? Let's get going in case it comes back. Here we go again. Pretty crazy stuff. Ooh, suspicious stones? We'll be back. So, as we go through these areas, you can hammer trees and you get coins. Earlier, I got some items as well as a star piece. And then we also have enemies. Whenever you see these red blocks right here, then these contain a badge. In this case, I got myself a close call badge. What that does is, if I'm at 5 HP or lower, which is considered the danger HP, then enemies will have a chance to miss. Now, it is, of course, similar to the Pretty Lucky badge that we got in the last video, except for this badge, you have to wait until you're 5 HP. Now, interestingly, in this game, badges, it can actually stack effects with each other, so which means that I can actually make HP, or I can make the effects of Close Call and Pretty Lucky make it so that when I'm 5 HP or lower, then more enemies are more likely to miss me than usual. So it can be kind of powerful, but it's luck-based. And then, once you get 100 star points, you level up. This is the level up system in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. It works similarly to the original Paper Mario, where you have the option to upgrade either HP, FP, or badge points. One or the other. Within these three, you get more HP, more flower points, and more badge points, so you can upgrade more badges. What I'm going to do is I am going to upgrade FP first. What I usually in these games, I like to upgrade FP and badge points a lot because, well, FP is so you can use stronger moves more often, and then badges is so you can equip more badges more, and the more badges you equip, then, well, the easier your journey gets as you progress through the game. So I don't really have a particular strategy as to how I'm going to go about with how I'm going to upgrade all my stats. I might like make it so that I can balance out my stats so that way I'm not getting too destroyed. Because obviously, while HP is kind of the least important, you still want to have a decent amount of HP so that way you can actually survive in the game. So if you keep going after hitting that switch, then you can get yourself a star piece all the way to the end right there. Also, something that's worth noting about the fights is that unique to the Thousand-Year Door, enemies can actually have items, and they can actually use the items and some items can be very deadly, depending on whichever item enemies can have, and it's random whether or not the enemies actually do contain those items. So you just gotta be on the lookout for them. And usually, whenever you see an enemy that has an item, then you want to try your best to take them out as soon as possible. Welcome, travelers! Where are you, you ask? Why, this is Petalburg! Sorry, but it's been a long time since we've had visitors here. Yepity, once that dragon Hooktail was spotted flying around this area, well, it didn't help tourism, put it that way. People just stopped visiting. Dragon Hooktail, that must have been that huge thing we saw earlier, Mario. So it's called Hooktail, huh? Ooh, scary name. By the way, Green Boots, have you ever heard of these things called Crystal Stars? We're on this quest for them, it's very important. Crystal Stars, you say? Nope, can't say I have. Sorry about that. You may want to speak with the mayor, though. He's old, really old. Okay, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but as such, he knows all kinds of stuff. Koopas of his age are, well, really smart. Anyway, the mayor lives in that pink house up ahead. A pink house sounds so hideous, but it should be easy to find. Thanks for your help. So yeah, you can explore around. Anytime you see a building that has a bed hanging down on the sign, it means that you can actually rest there for a few coins. And then anytime you see a building with a flower, then it is a shop, and you can buy various items. I currently don't need to buy anything. I'm considering... Yeah, I'll get this. This can be useful. So I'm going to buy a POW block. It'll be very good for a little bit later. So let's go ahead and keep on going. This guy's really funny. Hey, what's up? I gotta say, I've been playing a lot of Game Boy games lately. There's this game that just absolutely rules. It's called Fire Emblem. Okay, I've never heard of it. Okay, just kidding, I have. If you've played Smash Bros, you've definitely heard of it, because Smash Bros tends to have a tendency of adding lots of Fire Emblem characters. I don't have a problem with it, because I actually like using Fire Emblem characters. But, yeah. Alright, so we gotta look for something with a pink house, right? Well, here's a pink house right here. This kind of stands out. Let's see what we got going on here. Hello? Huh? Was that someone there? Who is it? Ooh, what do you want from me? I know, you're thieves! Here to rob at the fence on Koopa, despicable! Oh no, man, you got the wrong idea. Go on, do what you will, but as you can plainly see, there's nothing to steal here. Oh, I guess I have a little money. Take it, you fiends, and my antique shell too. Just leave the photos of me and the missus. Can't do without those memories. Oh, yeah, you really got the wrong idea. What's your story then? You folks looking for crystal stars? Well, why didn't you just pipe it up before, you idiot? Well, because you immediately jumped the gun and went under the assumption I'm gonna rob the heck out of you. Like, come on, man. Hooktail! Hooktail's got what you're looking for. She's this enormous ornery dragon. Eats folks, they say. You know Hooktail, right? I may have heard the name, or of course. You know, it's my first time hearing it, man. Hooktail's brutal flyby snackings have all of us on pins and needles. So are you reckless fools? I mean, are you gallant heroes off to rough her up? Oh, hold on now. Yeah, this is kind of this is kind of all of a sudden, man. What? Sounds promising? What's going on here? You'll accept no reward? I didn't say that, or of course I will. Okay, I swear I didn't say that I'm not gonna accept a reward, but I also didn't say I was either. What an unselfish man. You're noble indeed. Yup, a good egg. Now, what did you say your name was? Murphy? Okay, how do you mix Mario with Murphy? It's Mario, or the name is Mario? The name is Mario. I appreciate that, Murphy. Okay, you're still gonna call me Murphy. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, unfortunately, that's our first nickname that people are gonna call us, unfortunately. So we went from Mario to Murphy. How about that? We need a Sunstone and a Moonstone, and they're in a place called Schwank Fortress. Get going and really wallop that Hooktail monster. Okay, you got it. Okay, so that's the missus that the mayor is talking about. Now, but how about you? Hello there, my name is Koopiku. It's nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, that hat, those overalls, and that magnificent mustache. You're Mario, aren't you? I've heard tales of how strong you are. If you're here, that means you're going to challenge that monstrous hooktail. Okay, who says that? I feel like Koops are as brave as you. Koops, huh? Who the heck is Koops? Let's go inside this house. What did you say? You mean you're actually going to Hooktail Castle? I can't believe you dare challenge that behemoth. She eats people often. It's really none of my business, but it's one scary dragon. That's no lie. Okay. Now, who is this picture over here? Also, it's worth noting that in this version of the game, they did alter the dialogue. I mean, that's kind of normal for a remake, to kind of just alter the dialogue in order to, well, for a couple of reasons. One, to be more faithful to the original script of the region that it first came out in, which in this case was Japan. And then the other reason is to basically fit in with the modern culture. Because, let me just say, early 2000s culture is way different than the culture we live in right now. Pardon me for yelling like that. I was panicking. How to begin? My name's Koops. I heard you're traveling to Hooktail's castle. I have a favor to ask. Okay. Great favor. Just forget it. Never mind. Ignore me. Goodbye. Yeah, I know. That was so weird. But nonetheless, let's keep on going to the eastern side of Petalburg. And that is a path to the Shrunk Fortress. Also, bushes in this game, you actually have to hammer bushes in order to see what is in behind these bushes, instead of just examining them. Alright, so come here, you. Okay, so we have a new enemy. These are Koopa Troopas. These are our first somewhat tough enemy. It's only tough because it actually has a defense point this time around. It's the first enemy that we're going to be encountering that actually has a defense point, which means that you're going to be doing less damage than normal. This game, Paper Mario is a unique kind of RPG in the fact that all the damage that you do is predetermined. Like for example, right now, like I always know that jump is going to do 1 damage per hit, and that like a fully timed hammer is always going to do 2 damage. Like you're already going to know that, and also there is no critical hit system in this game at all. So in this case, since the Koopa Troopa has 1 defense, jump does 1 damage. Jump will do 0 damage. But Koopa Troopas will... What the heck is this? What the heck?! Okay, so now, in this fight, we are introduced to the audience. I believe now we're finally going to get introduced to the audience. So the audience, well, I mean, what the audience can do sometimes is, as you can see, they can either throw rocks at you, other objects, or also just items. Sometimes even items are coins, and you don't want to hit them if they have an item or a coin. You just gotta pay close attention to the audience. Actually, the higher level that you are in this game, then the more your audience will expand. Ooh, wow! Also unique to the Thousand-Yeaer Door, the stage terrain can affect the battle as well. Like the background could fall down on enemies, and then sometimes you'll get showered with either mist, water, or fire, and it can either damage you or the enemies. There's a lot of random effects that you gotta pay attention to in these fights. So anyway, as I was saying, with Koopa Troopas, as you can see, if you knock them down, then they are knocked over and they are vulnerable for about a turn. And it also negates their defense as well. So whenever you see Koopa Troopas, you just want to jump on them as soon as you can. Okay, I didn't get that coin, so I'm gonna get that coin. Alright. So I just go ahead and keep on going. Pretty much the path is mostly straightforward. Alright, so that block contains a POW block, which, well, you're actually gonna want to use coming up. So let's go. Alright, welcome to the Shrunk Fortress. As you can see, this area is locked. Like, why is that? This almost looks like some kind of statue. What if you give it a good whack with your hammer? Oh my gosh, they come to life. Alright, so we got a bit of a mini-boss, I could say. I mean, this is considered mini-boss music, according to the soundtrack of this game. And so now we have some new enemies. These are Bald Clefs. 2 HP, 1 attack power, 2 defense power. So right now, 2 damage is the most that we can do, which is our hammer, which means that like our regular attacks aren't going to do any damage. But fortunately, there is a solution to this, and that is that with the POW block that we just obtained, we're going to go ahead and use it. And I believe this is required, absolutely required. Like, you literally have no other option. I believe they do that so that way the game can teach you that using items in a fight is just as effective. Even though I did use an item before against the blooper, and that's to make the fight more efficient for there. Items are very... most attack items in this game are very powerful, so I might be taking advantage of them, at least especially in the early game where we can't really do much damage. So as we go and continue to the next screen, let's see what we got going on here. It's going to go and hammer these bushes, hammer these trees, and continue getting some more goodies. I see a Paragoomba that wants to have fun with me. And then we go and keep on going forward, and in this bush we got another POW block, which this one is, well, again, you're going to want to use that POW block. Okay, we got the same deal, but this one we got a different set of enemies. What is this? Oh boy! Alright, time to fight. So now we have more new enemies. So let's see what we got going on here. Alright, Goombella, what do you got for me? Alright, so these enemies are Bristles! 2 HP, 1 attack power, and 4 defense! Whoa! Now that's very powerful. Like, how the heck are we gonna beat an enemy that has 4 defense, like, right at this moment? Well, again, the game is teaching us that how effective items are. So again, with the POW block that we got, we're gonna go ahead and use it. Bam! And there we go. And that was very powerful. Usually, under a normal circumstance, you can actually flip those guys over, and it negates a bit of their defense. Not all of their defense, but some of their defense. But those guys are really weak, so that information that I just explained is not very relevant. We go and keep on going forward, and go and hit more trees, and dodge this guy's attack. And then, let's see, that contains nothing. This block contains a fire flower, and then over here, we guys have an inn coupon that allows you to stay at any inn for free. I don't use inns very often, so those items come off as useless to me. So let's go ahead and keep on going.